I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
The time now is 6 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. My name is Jamie Lee Domberg.
And I'm Ryle Good morning, and thank you, of course, once again, you beautiful people, for joining us for the magic as we continue to entertain you on this beautiful, blessed morning indeed.
Yes.
It's a good feel this morning.
It's a feel-good kind of day. It's a feel-good kind of show. And we want to know on our social media platforms, have you experienced any feel-good stories lately? Please do share them with us. Let us know what is happening on your side of the hoods. We want to hear that. And also, we have a very special people on the show today. We have Somizi that's going to be sharing his brand new cookbook with us. Dinner at Somizi's. I am not a chef. You know, when he comes through, he's always coming with a laugh.
We're going to be entertained.
The vibe. So we're going to be entertained for the next 2 hours. And you taking us through a workout as well. All about the love handles.
Because I hear that we're going to be treated and fined and dined, of course, I'm going to work those love handles because I know we're going to eat quite a bit from Somizi. So it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day on the show. I hope you guys are ready for the magic. Jamie, you ready?
I am ready, but I'm also ready to get into this news headlines with Zoe.
Well, a very good morning to you. Let's start with your national headlines. The Western Cape's Minister of Local Government, Anton Bredal, has announced that all planned events on the Garden Route have been cancelled due to the sharp rise in the COVID-19 infections. He says the expected influx of visitors to the area over the festive season contributed to the decision because the large numbers of people increase the risk of infections. Meanwhile, the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro Acting Mayor, Tsonolo Buyeye, has made an impassioned plea to residents to comply with COVID-19 regulations and guidelines. Nelson Mandela Bay is the current COVID-19 hotspot in the country. And South Africa is the top country in the world for adopting progressive HIV policies, according to the 2020 Global HIV Policy Report. Only South Africa has adopted at least 80% of the recommended HIV-related policies. The report was produced by the HIV Policy Lab, a collaborative project between universities, UN agencies, and civil society organizations that tracks development in HIV-related law in 194 countries. But with 7.6 million infections, South Africa has the most cases in the world. And thousands of Eritrean refugees in Ethiopia's conflict-hit northern region of Tigray have run out of food. The UN's refugee agency has said it has appealed for urgent access to the region to provide emergency assistance. Communications and aid access have been blocked since the start of the conflict between the federal government fighters loyal to Tigray leaders over a month ago. Some 100,000 Eritrean refugees are in Tigray, mainly fleeing political persecution and compulsory military service. And Australian scientists say they have mapped 1 million new galaxies using an advanced telescope in the desert. The National Science Agency said its new telescope has created a new atlas of the universe in a record time, showing unprecedented detail. It mapped 3 million galaxies in total, with pictures revealing twice the level of detail of previous surveys. The mapping took just 300 hours, whereas previously all sky surveys had taken years. Data will be publicly available for scientists around the world to study. And next, how to bond with your cat, a story I'm very particularly interested in. Now, it's quite an effort to bring a new cat to trust you enough to say hi. And why, you may ask? It's because cats speak a different love language. Humans can use slow blinking to bond with their feline friend. So says a recent study published in the Journal of Scientific Reports. It's a known fact that when cats narrow their eyes and blink slowly at one another, they're exchanging a genuine smile. But the aforementioned study shows notes that when people replicate that grin by narrowing their eyes and blinking slowly, it makes them more attractive to the cat that they're smiling at, and the cat is more likely to warm to them. The study also found cats were more likely to approach a stranger's extended hand after that stranger had slow blinked at them, compared to when the strange researchers adopted a neutral expression. The cats also more readily slow blinked back at the researchers who were slow blinking. So go check your tabby who's eagerly awaiting to slow blink at you. Well, on that very interesting note, that's where I leave your morning headlines. Let's take a first look at your sport.
I don't have the time for a slow blink. I'll give you a quick blink as we delve into our cricketing headlines this morning. Unfortunately, that's not going to cheer us up, as a 167-run partnership between David Milan and Jos Buttler secured that 3-0 T20 series whitewash for England over South Africa. In the third and final encounter that took place at Newlands in Cape Town, the Proteas won the toss and chose to bat. Rassie van der Distance unbeaten 74, Faf du Plessis 50, not helping South Africa to post 191 for 3. Certainly a competitive total, but the visitors reaching their target with 14 balls to spare, as David Milan smashed 99 not out from just 47 deliveries. I think underpinning his status as the best shortest format player in the world at the moment. We moved to the next format, the ODI series that kicks off between South Africa and England on this Friday. Then on to motorsports. Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton will miss this weekend's Sakir Grand Prix in Bahrain after testing positive for COVID-19. The 35-year-old Mercedes driver woke up with mild symptoms on Monday and will now remain in isolation as he has to. This will be the first race Hamilton has missed since his Formula One debut back in 2007. Britain, of course, won the first race in Bahrain this past weekend. Then finally, on to last night's footballing action. The penultimate round of UEFA Champions League group matches saw Liverpool beat Ajax 1-0, quite a scalp, and Real Madrid suffered a second defeat at the hands of Ukrainian club Shakhtar Donetsk. They beat them 2-0 on the evening. Now, other results: Man City and Porto played out to a goalless draw, and a late Thomas Müller penalty earned Bayern Munich a 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid. Now, Champions League action will continue this evening with a pretty tough draw for Man United. They face PSG, Barcelona and Juventus and Chelsea also all in action. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take our first look at your beautiful sunrise pictures and see what the weather has in store.
Good morning to you, South Africa. I'm Guguhle Adams. I'm about to take you through the first look at your stunning sunrise pictures and the forecast for the day. We start off with Nancy Governor, whose sunrise pictures from Pennington always leave us breathless. You will enjoy clear skies with temperatures reaching a maximum of 22 degrees. General Archibald Taylor shared this one, captured in Bloemfontein. Bloem, you start your day off with a low of 12 degrees and will reach an afternoon high of 29 degrees. Thank you so much, Nancy and General, for sharing your sunrise pictures with us. Please continue to show us how you wake up in your part of the country, and we will love to show it live on the show. And now, for once, there's good news concerning climate change. The Climate Action Tracker Group has looked at new climate promises from China and other nations, along with the carbon plans of US President-elect Joe Biden, and suggests that the goals of the UN Paris Agreement are moving within reach. These commitments would mean the rise in world temperatures could be held to 2.1 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. Previous estimates indicated up to 3 degrees Celsius of heating with disastrous impacts. The group says the creation in the 2015 of the Paris Climate Agreement, which was designed to avoid dangerous warming of the earth, made a considerable impact on countries' behavior. But also, it's very important to note that we need to take it up within our personal capacities to do what we can to save the environment. But now we bring it back home with today's temperatures, starting off at Polokwane. 14.24 are your temperatures for this midweek. Mbombela, it's a rainy day with 58% chance of rain forecast for this Wednesday. Pretoria, your temperatures range from 13 to 30, but do be on the lookout for some showers. Johannesburg, it's a sunny day for you with a maximum temperature of 28 degrees. Clear skies are to be be enjoyed in Mahikeng, with temperatures ranging from 17 reaching a high of 33. Klerksdorp 15-33 as well, and Kimberley, it's a summer's day in your part of the country too, with a maximum of 29 degrees. Bloemfontein, clear skies for you, 12-29. It's a rainy day in Richards Bay, 15-21 with 59% chance of rain. Pietermaritzburg 11-20, it's a cloudy day for you. Durban 17-23, Mthatha 10-22, partly cloudy conditions for East London at a low of 13 and an afternoon high of 21. Cradock 7-24, in the friendly city of Port Elizabeth, it's a mostly sunny day. It's a mostly sunny day with rain forecast at 56% chance of rain. George 10-18. The mother city Cape Town, it's clear skies at 13-22. Worcester, you start off your Wednesday with a low of 8 degrees but will reach a high of 27. Sutherland, a chilly 6 kicks off your Wednesday but will reach an afternoon high of 23. And Uppington starts the day off with a low of 18 degrees with an afternoon temperature of 33 degrees. This is the first look at your stunning sunrise pictures and the weather forecast for the day. We'll have another look at the top of the hour, but for now, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, come rain or sunshine, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
Thank you so much, Kuhle. Yes, it is going to be a feel-good type of day. The mood is set. It's looking pretty in most parts of the country. If you've been watching the show, you'll know that we have been exploring Nespresso's Master Origins range of coffees, and we've had so much fun doing it. It takes unique coffee practices from farmers and craftsmen all over the world, and it really does let you enjoy the different flavors that the various techniques do come out and produce. And today we're tasting the Master Origin India.
Master's Origin India. Now, they use a process called monsoon tubs, which I absolutely love. So what happens is they replicate the changes the bean went through on long sea voyages from India to Europe back in the day, right?
Yes.
So what happens is the green hulled coffee beans are exposed to humid monsoon-like conditions, tropical winds on the Indian coast, of course, which are then carefully spread out, and they're piled into heaps on the ground to replicate the same sensation.
Wow.
And this allows them to soak up the moisture from the entire atmosphere.
It's amazing. Look at the journey that the bean actually takes. But this is fascinating, and I feel like we've become somewhat coffee experts, you and I, and I suppose everybody on this show, because we did go on that training with Nespresso, and this particular story is a standout one for me around how the flavor and, of course, the components of the bean actually do transform along the journey, which is fantastic.
And again, the opportunity to be able to taste so many beautiful flavors from baristas all around the world. I mean, literally right on your doorstep. And for you, Tubbs, the press of the button will give you that drink that you need.
Nespresso will be in my hand. But the result, of course, is that unusual complex cup, which we're going to see with a very heavy body. It's very woody, it's very spicy, of course, as you would expect from India. And of course, it's got that intensity 11, which has a really powerful character. If that's what you're looking for, you're definitely going to get in that cup. And it can be enjoyed short as an espresso, which I'm about to do because Raul de Monet has just...
There you go, fine, sir.
Or you can enjoy it long as a lungo, but I think I'll stick with this one. Yeah, short as nice.
Short, sweet and simple, of course.
Thanks so much. You're a rock star, man.
Now, guys, remember, you stand the chance to win an incredible Nespresso barista device worth 6,500 Rand. Now, simply reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page and tell us, why is the Nespresso barista device on your Christmas wish list? Now, remember to include the hashtag NespressoExpresso, and the competition closes at midnight on the 17th of December, and that's just in time for Christmas. So enter now, and your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. How's your cuppa?
Oh, very nice.
We chose some of the world's rarest local coffee crafts and refined them to create 5 distinct new tastes. After all, we are the choices we make.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. A very happy birthday to you.
Hey, shimmy, 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 shimmy. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here on SABC3. When you hear that sound, you already know it's about that time of the day where we wish you, our loved and loyal viewers, a very happy birthday. But if it is your birthday today, well, you share it with the beautiful Leslie Ann Brandt. She turns 39 years old today. Now, Leslie Ann Brandt is a South African actress who is based in Los Angeles. She has acted in a number of New Zealand television series and is also best known for her role of a demon called Masikin, hey, on a popular online streaming series. Happy birthday, Leslie Ann. We hope to see more of you on our screens. Absolutely stunning. I never knew she's from South Africa.
She is South African. She's like an excellent actress. So happy birthday, Leanne.
What do you mean? You can see that African glow coming through.
It's the
Hello,
African
everybody.
butter. It's the African butter.
There's, of course, more wishes coming your way. This one is for Rian Potgieter. It says, happy birthday to my dad, Rian Potgieter, from Leanne Potgieter. And there's a video attached along. Let's take a look.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Daddy.
Aww.
That, starting a band, baby. Starting a band.
Oh, happy birthday.
I love that one. There's another one. It's for AJ Danielle and a granny. It says, I just want to say happy birthday to my cousin AJ, my sister Danielle, and a very happy birthday to my granny in heaven. Hope you guys have an amazing day. From Jillian. Let's check it out.
So I just want to say a happy birthday to my grandmother, my sister and my cousin. A very happy birthday, and we love you guys so much.
Oh, I'm loving these birthday wishes.
Heartwarming.
Yes. Well, we have a special one, and this one's for Raj, and it says, we love you lots, and that's from Ryan, your son, and your wife, Sheena.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, happy birthday. You know, we love every single video that comes through, and we also have a very special wish, and this is a wish to, well, they want to wish a very happy birthday to my baby girl, Luandra, and may God bless you and keep you. May he, you know, always be under your, like, footsteps, and may he also just want to wish you a very, very beautiful birthday, grant you all of your heart's desires, and may you grow in his will and plans for your life. And that is from Bjorn and Lucinda.
Beautiful. And lastly, this one goes out to Iman Kamali. Happy birthday to my 11-year-old Iman Kamali. Please, please, can the presenter sing for her just for 10 seconds? She will be super tough. Happy birthday, Iman Kamali, from parents, Mudarik and Rushana. Ladies,
we have to sing.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Iman. Happy birthday to you. Those were absolutely stunning videos, absolutely beautiful, heartwarming birthday messages. And if you would like to wish your loved one or colleagues a happy birthday, make sure to WhatsApp your videos to 071-640-6551. From us to you, if you're celebrating, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, that was very, very sweet. Got us in the right frame of mind. Yes. Now, speaking of celebrations, to stand a chance to win a festive hamper worth 1,000 Rand filled with board games, arts and crafts, and so much more. To get you into that holiday spirit, we asked you to tell us what is the best gift that you have ever bought from the Crazy Store. I've bought so many, especially for my little boy.
Where do you start?
And clearly you guys are on that same train. We received hundreds of replies, and now it's time to reveal our lucky winner.
Roll, please. And here we go. Our winner is Aletta Walsh. Congratulations, Aletta Walsh. Good morning, Aletta.
Hi, morning.
Oh, our lovely winning lady today. Well done on being this week's winner. How do you feel?
I feel wonderful. It's so great because it's almost Christmas, so the kids are really going to love that.
Oh, the timing's perfect.
I've got to ask, what was the gift that you bought? What was your favorite gift that you bought from the Crazy Store?
I bought a Halloween costume for my son with the Dracula teeth.
Oh.
So they love those sorts of things.
You and I are like the same person. I bought exactly the same thing for my son.
It's always a hit.
It was a massive hit.
But Aletta, you've got this voucher now, $1,000 just ahead of Christmas, like you rightfully say. Who are you going to be sharing this hamper with? Are you sharing it with your son? And I hope you say yes, because now it would be quite warm.
Yeah, you set the tone, yeah.
I'll be sharing it with my son and my little niece.
Oh.
They're both 13, and they love Crazy Store.
So,
and it's lovely to fill the Christmas, the stockings.
Yeah.
We go there every year to buy little unusual things, to fill up this Christmas stocking. So it's really great.
Oh, man. Well, congratulations. Clearly, you are a worthy winner. We hope that you, your son, your little niece, everyone in your family really has the most amazing festive season and Christmas. Post us some funky pictures of what you end up getting with that 1,000 Rand. But congrats again, and have an awesome end to your year.
Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful Christmas.
Stunning stuff. We love making winners on this show.
Man.
We want you to be a part of all the action that the Crazy Store's got to give and to offer. Make sure to follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to learn all about their new and exciting festive items that are available this season. There's so much.
LED lights. I've filled you don't understand, my whole garden, my house, everything is just sparkling everywhere. I absolutely love it. But it wouldn't be the holidays without another giveaway, so stay tuned because we'll be announcing a brand new #TheCrazyStore Christmas. Yes, it has come to town. Competition question a little bit later on the show, and you stand a chance of winning that festive hamper worth 1,000 Rand filled with Intex inflatable items to keep you entertained throughout the summer. It is summer, baby. Get back in the pool, yo. Get back in the pool.
I actually need to get me one of those.
A unicorn.
Whoever you are, whatever you need, you'll find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
Oh, you can make my day.
Welcome back. You know what time it is? It's your Feel Good. You're still locked in and we're about to get shaking and baking. Now, the oblique region of the torso, better known as our love handles, is an indication of excess fat accumulation around the hips and the abdominal area. Now, love handles can be pretty challenging to get rid of since they sit on the sides of your stomach, but with a healthy diet and a combination of fat burning and abdominal exercises, it can be possible to get rid of them. Now, our hashtag Workout Wednesday is perfect for those who don't have any love for their love handles, so make sure you incorporate these exercises into your workout routine. And here to make it that much easier is the beautiful Jamie Lee Zombo.
Hello, everybody. I'm ready to love my love handles and just give...
It looks like you don't have many love handles left after your beautiful journey.
I got Spanx on. I got Spanx. Oh, and left. Are you shading me? Because you know I had it before. It's fine. It's
always
fine.
Finding the shade. You know, guys, so this is a really cool one. It's something that I think someone starting out in the fitness game is going to enjoy, just for that aesthetic look, especially that V-line, which everybody just absolutely loves. But at the same time, there's a real good functional element to this as well. So athletes, sprinters, and anybody in a functional environment is going to benefit from this movement because this is helping with our core association, with twisting movements as well in sport. So whether we're sidestepping or doing anything crazy and just running in general. So this is like the perfect training for everybody. No one has any excuse. And we're going to start off on the ground, nice and simple. What we're going to do first...
Down to the floor.
Yeah, ground to the floor. What we're going to be doing is having our backs on the ground, of course, having a nice neutral spine throughout the movement. So especially when we're lying on the ground, you don't want to have an arch in your back, Jamie. So what we're going to do now is get our backs on the actual mat themselves, on the ground. And this is that position where I want to make sure that no one has an arch in their back, all right? You want to keep your spine almost pressed all the way through onto the floor. Now we're going to keep our legs up at 90 degrees, all right? Hands are going to be behind your head. And now you're simply going to lower both your feet down to the ground. And already you're feeling the contraction of the core. You guys at home will probably be shaking here. You can hear my voice as well. What we're going to do, bring right elbow to left knee, and then bring that up, big squeeze, hold it for 1 second, and then straight back down, nice and controlled on that eccentric load. Let's go to the other side now, holding it for 2 seconds, and then eccentric load down.
I am shaking.
The slower, the harder. Can you feel that? It's almost like an ironing board and an earthquake combined, and that's what we got right here. How's it feeling your side, Jamie?
I'm not going to speak because I feel like that's going to make it more difficult, but I can definitely feel it already working. And like I said, I'm shaking so much.
It's a weird feeling because you'd think it'd be in your core, but it's actually like just by the hip and slightly below it as well. And this is that runner muscle that I know everybody's going to absolutely love. We're going to step it up a little bit now. So we're going to incorporate some stabilizers as well, our core in general, which is always perfect. And then again, working these hip flexors as well as these obliques. So we're going to come roll over to the side now. So essentially, nice neutral spine. You're going to have your body weight stacked above your shoulder. So you don't want to be rotated outwards and you don't want to be rolled over all the way. It's literally that halfway mark, keeping a nice straight line all the way from the ankle all the way to the shoulder. And now what we're going to do in this position, we're going to use our shoulders stabilizers to lift ourselves off the ground as well as our core.
So hate this one.
Contract, 3, 2, 1. Let's lift up in the air. And now you want to get your hand up just to increase that stabilization, forcing the core to work. And already in this position, you're going to get that stimulation. You should feel it in that oblique area over there just by doing these holds. And if you want to step it up even more, and this is where I recommend we try our very best to get 10 reps in, you want to lower that hip all the way down to the ground and then lift it straight back up once again. Nice and high. Let's go, girl.
I'm not trying to show up on TV.
Nice squeeze, big star. Oh, that is beautiful. Let's try that one more time, Jamie. I'm absolutely impressed. This is a hard exercise, guys. And everybody at home as well, I know you're struggling with this. Try as many reps as you can to the ground, and if not, just maintain your hold in the air. So that means maintaining this isometric hold is going to give the shoulder stabilizers a good workout. The core is going to be frothing for it as well. And of course, those love handles are going to be no more. How are you feeling?
At this rate, I'm fine with the love handles because this workout is hectic.
All right, so the next one, you know, I love just also getting the little bit of extras in when we are working out. So we're not just working out the V-line and the obliques as much as we are everything else in the body. So you saw some stabilization coming from the core and the shoulders. We're going to do a similar thing, working the triceps and the chest right now. So we're going into that push-up position, or you could call it a high plank position, all right? So there's two moves that we're going to be doing here. So the first one is a cross mountain climber. So normally a mountain climber, you'll bring your legs straight up in front of you. What you're going to do this time, though, is you're going to bring your right leg towards your left elbow once again. So bringing it towards the elbow, yeah, there you go, staying nice and low, and then bring it straight back out. Same one to the other side again. Nice, good crossing, and then straight back out. If you can, try and include include some speed into this. So you really want to run it through like a mountain climber. Let's go for 10 steps if you can. You ready?
Okay, yes.
You guys are not ready? You're going to join us? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Absolute magic, Jamie Lee Donberg. And for everybody at home, you know what? One more challenge to get you through the hump, of course. You can do a push-up, Spider-Man push-up, which I absolutely love. I want to see if you guys can try this. I thought, you know, everybody's gearing for a challenge. Semba is here. We are ready for it. So you're going to go into a push-up. As you lift up, you're going to bring your left elbow and your left leg together. For Spider-Man. Oh, there we go. One more on the other side. Right hand, right elbow, Spider-Man. Oh, I can't beat you. You cannot be defeated, Jamie Lee Donberg. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Let me know how you guys found that challenge at home. Of course, you work in the love handles. The V-lines is perfect for K December, and it's perfect for you at home. Jamie, well done.
Thank you.
Oh, well, listen, we are in the kitchen and that workout, well done, Jamie, for keeping up with Ryle. We're about to now whip up a delicious meal that's perfect for lunch and dinner as we head into the summer season. We're going to show you how to make an orange and fennel grilled fish dish. And it's a bit of a tag team here. So I'm going to take charge of the side.
Okay.
And you're going to take charge of our hero ingredient, which is, of course, our grilled fish.
Yes, it's truly exciting, especially it's December. You want to expand your menu. If you have pescatarian guests, well, this is the perfect dinner for you. Here, Zoe, we have hakefish.
Yes.
We have orange zest, lemon zest, orange juice, prawns from our fennel as well. I'll be using a half cup of, half of the olive oil.
Half of the olive oil.
And a third of the Clover Classic mayonnaise. This one is the medium tanginess because we love a little bit of tang. And what ingredients do you have on your side of the table?
So what's quite interesting is we're going to be using our fennel three-way. So here I have the fennel bulbs. I've got some fennel seeds, and you were mentioning the fronds.
Yes.
Those are like the top parts of the fennel. So I had no idea it's called fennel fronds. And then I'm going to use some salt and pepper to season, and of course some potatoes. So I'll start off adding my potatoes to the fennel bulbs that's already sliced up.
Well, I'll go in as well, straight into with my lemon and orange zest.
Okay, I'm going to use half of this olive oil and share the other half with you.
Yes, please.
It looks like half. There we go.
Perfect.
And then you're going to add some salt and pepper to season. Of course, you would want to prepare your potatoes first, as they'll need a little bit more time than your fish in the oven.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Yeah. And
it's actually quick and very easy.
It's very easy. I mean, when it comes to summer dishes, I feel like you don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. So I'm really putting a bit of salt on here and then some fennel seeds. There we go.
And just like that, you're done. Are you baking them or are you putting it in the oven?
So we're going to pop it in the oven. So I'm just going to make sure that everything, like every piece is coated in our olive oil mixture here and spices. And then we'll put it in not a microwave dish, an oven-proof dish. And then we'll pop it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes or until your fennel bulbs are nice and like firm.
Definitely. And also another tip, Zoe, is that if you don't want to do your dishes in separate parcels, okay, you definitely can roast your potatoes or your side dish with the fish. Now we're going to get into the fish. I've put in the lemon and orange zest, orange juice. Now we're going in with the prawns. Mix, mix, mix. Then, of course, I'm going to use the remainder of the olive oil into my dish. I think that's enough olive oil for now.
You don't want to use all of it?
No. Do you think
No.
Okay.
Trust your instinct.
Thank you very much, Zoe. Then, of course, the Beyonce ingredient has to be...
Here's a smaller spoon.
Did you see that?
It's okay. I'll hold it for you.
Please, because also I want to get the measurements right. But I'm sure, like my mom, a lot of parents are going to be like, you will see it with your eyes when it's the right measurement. Because my mom doesn't use measuring cups and things of that sort. So
admire people that get to cook like that.
No, not at all.
Because you know when you ask them for a recipe, they never want to share it because they cook out of their head.
Exactly. They cook out of their head. But then we are here to make your life a little easier, okay? Then we're just going to mix, Zoe.
There we go.
Mix. Perhaps you can finish mixing up for me so that I can lay out this baking paper into our oven-proof baking dish. Yes. You just lay it down like this. Okay, it's not
It's okay, once you put the fish on.
Exactly. That's the point. So now we take our hakefish. Ooh, I hope it doesn't fall apart because...
There we go.
Wow. As you can see, I'm a very clumsy cook. Like, everything I touch just has to fall apart. But at the end of the day, everything usually comes together very nicely. So we have our fish here. And we're going to use, yes, perhaps we can glaze it over.
There we go. Yeah, I think, you know what, that's also the thing with cooking is you want it to make it easy for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't have to overcomplicate recipes.
Oh, no.
And what's great about fennel and fish, it's such a wonderful combination. Look at that.
Just look at it. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. We have to close it up so that
So you
the
close it
fish-
up, and then how long would you pop that in the oven for?
I'm popping it into the oven for about 15 minutes as well, and that's exactly why I said if you don't want to do 2 different parcels, you can definitely just add your side dish into the fish as well. Ooh. Yes.
Well, Kukhle, can I bring you our final dish? We have one
Please
that's
do
ready.
that.
Something we didn't mention is that you need to preheat your oven to 190 degrees.
And that's exactly what we have done, and I'm about to actually pop
Are you
this
gonna
in
pop it in the
before
oven
I
for us?
taste.
Let me clear this so you can see what it should look like.
For 15 minutes, okay? Oh, this looks so good.
There we go.
Zoe.
Here's a fork for
Let me
you. Do give me your honest
Thank you very,
opinion.
very much. I'll definitely get into it. You guys know me and food, okay?
But there's just something about like citrus flavors and fennel with fish. Great for summer, whether it's for lunch, dinner, if you have some pescatarian guests with you. Amazing. What do you think?
It's so delicious. It's not over-seasoned. It's just a balance of all the seasoning. And as you've mentioned, how, you know, the lemon zest also complements the flavors. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Zoe. Actually, fantastic teamwork.
Thank you. This was amazing teamwork. If you would love to
Definitely.
have this recipe, make sure you visit our website. That's expressoshow.com for the steps and ingredients list too. You can make also your own orange and fennel grilled fish at home.
Well, I'm not washing the dishes.
That's okay.
New Sensodyne Herbal Multicare. Sensitivity relief with natural herbal extracts.
I don't think they can hear me. I think my
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Man, don't we need a little bit of this right now? It's time for some good news, Mzansi. We all know that the economy and people of South Africa took a massive financial knock during lockdown, still are in fact, and that it is vital now more than ever to support local businesses where we can.
But there are people out there changing that narrative. This morning, we're excited to welcome two community leaders who have come together to create the Buy Lekker app, which connects consumers in St. Francis in the Eastern Cape directly to local farmers and suppliers. It really is such a beautiful, beautiful system. It's a concept we hope to see go national because, let's be honest, we all do need something like this in every part of this country. Let's welcome Paul Robson and Catherine Falconer. Good morning, guys.
Hi, guys.
Good morning. Hi.
Catherine, let's start with you. This is all such an exciting project, but of course, all started with your initial business called The Green Box. What was the initial concept behind The Green Box?
Well, it actually started in South Sudan. I worked there for more than 6 years, and I lived in a village in a mud hut with people, and it was just amazing. And we had to do a shopping list. A truck went out once a month, brought our food back, and we all got our different foods in different boxes and baskets. So then when I came back to South Africa, I decided this was a brilliant concept, and I was on a mom's group in St. Francis Bay. And I asked them on the mom's group, do they think this idea would work? And they were like, this would be amazing, but one thing. It has to be our local farmers. It has to be people within our local community. And they were very, very conscious about the environment. So they said, whatever you have, whatever you sell, must not have plastic packaging, must be in glass bottles, and things like that. So, yeah, then we started bringing milk in glass bottles and just fresh produce from our local farmers, and it's just been amazing. I've got so many farmers on board, and bakers and jam makers. It's just growing incredibly.
Wow.
Oh, and long may that be the case. Yes. Now, Paul, you met Catherine as a client first and then decided to build her an app to streamline this process, which is incredible. Well done. So take us through how the Buy Lekker app actually works in terms of connecting the community to the supplier.
Yeah. Hi, Tabisa, Graham. Thanks for taking your time out for us. So,
brilliant.
The idea behind the Lekker app was really to connect a community of buyers and a community of sellers. You know, so often, you know, if you go on to what I noticed when when lockdown happened was the market's very fragmented. It's very hard to connect the community together. It's either people on Facebook, WhatsApp, emails, or those kind of platforms, or they've got their own website. So we decided, well, how do we connect a community of buyers to a community of sellers? So kind of create this, hyper-local kind of platform. And I suppose the two angles to it, one is how do you make it super convenient for people to buy locally produced products, right? So, they order online, they go onto an app, they quickly kind of put things into their baskets, they pay for it, and most of the suppliers on the platform or shops on the platform will deliver directly to your door. So, it's never been more convenient to buy local. And that's kind of a big driver behind it in terms of kind of building this community commerce platform. But there's also a secondary angle to that, and that, we need to provide the tools and the support to the suppliers to help them grow their business, to help them scale their business. So the point of the Buy Lekker app was really to help them scale, because if we can help our suppliers and our shops scale, it means that they're creating more jobs in the community, and there's just general community upliftment. So that's the idea and really how the app works.
Well, the key takeout, really, yes, it's brilliant, but the key takeout that it's got to do with the community. It's a community-led project that really does get everybody involved in the entire ecosystem. But Catherine, what has the response been like from the local suppliers in terms of being able to now reach a bigger market and a bigger community, as it were?
I think during lockdown, it was really bad because a lot of people maybe lost their jobs or their businesses couldn't work. So it was quite amazing because some people would say, oh, I'll get my grandmother's recipe, I'll make jams. Someone else said, oh, well, I can do this. And it was basically everybody was welcome who could sell something. So people who didn't think they could make jam or grow a business from jam was doing that. And our local farmers could put a lot more produce on, and people were ordering, and I was like, wow, this is so fresh, because I don't keep anything on the shelves. It basically is harvested on the morning of delivery by the farmer and goes straight to the people's homes that day. So it's just incredibly fresh, and people are like, this is so tasty. So a lot of things from different farms were, like the farmyard was also just growing in terms of their produce. They could grow more, and that it just was like a ripple effect and more cash flow into everybody's accounts. So it was just incredible how it helped a lot of people through lockdown.
I absolutely love it. I think the key thing here, when you talk about scale and scaling up and what you've been able to inject, I just hope that this goes national. And I really hope that you are able to continue doing this. We know that so many people are under pressure at the moment, but this seems like a silver bullet. Absolutely brilliant. So give yourselves a virtual pat on the back, guys. You're doing a stellar job. Thank you so much.
Well done, of course, Paul. And
thank you very much.
Joining us, thank you guys, out in St. Francis area. And if you are in that area, then download the Buy Lekker app and support local. It's all about supporting local and really cultivating that local economy. If you're not in the area, though, do make an effort to support the local small businesses where you can. They all do need it, and they all do plow back to our communities at the end of the day. And if you do have, any feel-good news to share with us that we can share with the nation, connect with us on social media. We'd love to hear from you. Now on to some feel-good news of our own.
The feel-goodness overflows this morning because right now we are about to draw inspiration from someone really special. Our next guest is the newly appointed Vice President of the International Union of Geological Sciences, one of the world's largest scientific organizations, Professor Hasina Muri. Now, this is a great accomplishment indeed, but what makes it even more special is that she's the first woman from Africa to be elected into the position.
And of course, the professor joined us to tell us a bit more about her new position and the work that she does. Good morning, Professor. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. And I hope you are well too. And thank you for this invitation.
We are good. You must be so busy because, I mean, being elected Vice President, yet alone the first woman from Africa to be elected, how meaningful is that to you?
Well, it's a great honor and a privilege to be able to serve the geoscience community at this level and also to represent Africa as the first woman appointed to this position for this very prestigious organization.
Can you please tell us more about it and the kind of work that it does?
Well, the International Union of Geological Science is one of the world's largest and active, actually, scientific organizations and a member of the International Science Council. The union actually encourages international cooperation and research projects in all fields of earth science, which are very important to the well-being, which is in line with the mission and the vision of the International Science Council. It also provides financial support to various research activities. One of them, for example, is the International Geoscience Program, which is in cooperation with UNESCO. And it also supports a number of other research initiatives, task groups, commissions, and so on, which are all very important in advancing research in geoscience for the benefit of the society.
Now, I believe you're currently working in the field of medical geology. What exactly drew you to this area of research and expertise? Share a bit more about that journey.
Let's first say that I always wanted to do research that has more impact on the well-being of our society. And medical geology is just that kind of field of research that responds to my dream and my wish. Our well-being is controlled by our geological environment. So I will try to explain briefly the connection between the two, the well-being and the geological environment. So, for example, the mountains that are surrounding us are made of rocks. And these rocks are made of minerals, and these minerals are made of chemical elements. So these minerals and chemical elements can be released into our environment by natural processes such as, for example, weathering of rocks. And then they get concentrated in the soil, in the air that we breathe, and the water that we drink. In addition, the mining activities play a very, very important role in enhancing the release of such chemical elements and minerals into our environment. Now, the problem is some of these minerals and chemical elements can be very, very harmful to our health and that of the ecosystem in general. Therefore, it's very important for us to understand our geological environment in order to mitigate and prevent a number of health issues that can be caused by these geo-environments.
I could have this conversation with Professor the entire morning.
I know you do. But you're also a lecturer, and you touched on this briefly. You've also recently been appointed by UNESCO into the International Geoscience Program as council member. So much accomplished. Is there a career goal you've yet to achieve?
Well, I think that no matter how much we accomplish in our life, we should never give up on dreaming for more accomplishments. But of course, we need to work, and we need to continue to work very hard in order to achieve that.
Thank you for joining us and sharing your expertise with us. Where can we actually look up for your work, Professor?
Well, if you go to the website of the University of Johannesburg, you can find information there, or on Google Scholar, if you Google my name, and you will come up with all the publications that were released in the last years, especially by the postgrad students from Africa who worked on projects relevant to this field of medical geology.
And again, we just want to say congratulations to you on all your achievements so far, and also the interesting and important work that you're doing. So thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's a great privilege to me to be one of your guests. Thank you.
It has been such a pleasure talking to Professor Hasina Muri, the newly elected Vice President of the International Union of Geological Sciences.
welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. Now, we've asked you, how would winning 100,000 Rand towards your home loan, how would that change your life? And if you think that sounds absolutely crazy, well, think again, because as part of Nedbank's Here's to You Mzansi campaign, they are offering new and exciting clients a chance to win their share of 5 million Rand simply for banking with them. And one of those prizes available is 100,000 Rand paid straight into your home loan. And here is what some of you had to say about that.
You guys came through with the magic now. Zimkita Dintwa said that 100,000 Rand would completely pay off my home bond, which will then allow me to settle my daughter's school fees, which is currently in arrears. And then I could also pay off some of my other debts. So again, that 100 going to a very, very good cause over there.
Definitely. And Julie sent us a message on Twitter saying, winning 100,000 Rand would make it possible for me to finally have a baby.
Oh, wow.
It's just not financially possible right now. And with the prices of everything going up, the prices rather, being, affording groceries is already very hard. And this is not just life-changing, it is a miracle. So 100,000 Rand can go a long way.
And kids are expensive. Indeed they are. Now, Nomtandazo Nduna also tweeted, I would build a house for my mom. Oh, I love that. Now, as our house is not safe for us when it rains, that has always been my late dad's dream. Oh, I would love to just make that dream come true. How special is that?
That would be very special. And then lastly, Vyasha Naidu shared, winning 100,000 Rand would drop my home loan amount significantly, which is totally a dream come true. And I'd be able to focus on saving more for my son's university fees. This would be such a tremendous weight lifted off my shoulders. Absolutely unreal.
Absolutely. You know what I'm loving about all these options, I guess, or it's practical. I mean, this money, if they were to be blessed with it, is really what it seems like going to an actually good cause and for a just reason, which is something I love. It's not just like a shopping spree and get a car. It's like really investing in themselves, which is something I could never say no to. I wish I could just give all of them 100,000.
I think all of us would love 100,000 Rand towards our home loan.
Yeah, we wouldn't complain. So guys, for you at home, remember that Years to You Mzansi competition, it's still open to new clients too as well. So if you open any new Nedbank account of your choice or take out a loan, you can qualify to win your share of 5 million Rand. Now, in the meantime, connect with us on social media and tell us how winning 100,000 Rand into your home loan would change your life. And of course, we'd love to hear from you.
Here's to you. Can't work from home workers. Board Terminator. Cause every meeting key, I'll be back. The mask forgetting shoppers. Hi. And you, who go the extra mile instead of keeping just 1.5 meters. To you who opened your doors again, we take our hats off. Nina, who kept us moving, 100%. And of course, the no Mayini general dealers. You might not be essential workers, Mara, you too played an essential role in keeping Mzansi working. And that's why we're giving you a chance to win your share of 5 million Rand. Join Nedbank today.
Thank you very much for that. That is fantastic news, Zoe. Now, with the easing of alcohol restrictions during level 1 lockdown, drunk drivers will be the main focus during the festive seasons as stringent law enforcement operations will be rolled out. Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula said yesterday he emphasized that the use of alcohol and drugs remained a critical challenge in road fatalities, and he added that the spate of truck attacks would receive much attention and traffic officers would be partnering with law enforcement operations by police and the Department of Home Affairs and Labour to put an end to it. The Hawks yesterday said that there were more arrests, or rather the arrests were more imminent in the matric paper leak scandal. This follows the arrest of a suspect in connection with the theft of the Maths paper 2, Temba Shikwambana, who works for a Johannesburg-based company that is contracted by the Department of Basic Education to print the current year's matric exam papers. The Hawks said the investigations into how the other exam papers were leaked were continuing. In international news, a strawberry-flavoured tablet for children living with HIV will be rolled out in 6 African countries in 2021. It will be the first generic pediatric version of a key antiretroviral available even for babies. Some 1.7 million children worldwide live with HIV, but only half receive treatment, often hard to administer due to the bitter taste or incorrectly dosed by crushing adult pills. Some 100,000 children die of AIDS annually. In Benin, Kenya, Malawi, Nigeria, Uganda and Zimbabwe are due to receive the tablets first. China says it has successfully placed another probe on the moon. Its robotic Chang'e 5 mission touched down yesterday with the aim of collecting 2 kilograms of samples of rock and dust to bring back to Earth. It's 44 years since this was last achieved with the Soviet Luna 24 mission, which picked up just under 200 grams. The craft is expected to spend the next couple of days examining and collecting surface materials, and it has a number of instruments to facilitate this, including a camera, a spectrometer, as well as a drill. And next, Barack Obama admits to making a major mistake while in office. Former U.S. President Barack Obama wished he had awarded Dolly Parton the Presidential Medal of Freedom in a TV talk show on Monday evening in which he appeared to promote his book, A Promised Land. He admitted to making a major mistake while in office. It came up in reply to the question from show host Stephen Colbert about how come Dolly Parton does not have a Presidential Medal of Freedom. Obama admitted, quote, that one was a screw-up. It was a mistake. I'm shocked. I think I assumed that she had already been awarded one, and that was incorrect. And then he added, quote, she deserves one. I'll try to fix it, or rather, I'll try to fix that. I'll call Biden. Dolly Parton, widely acknowledged as music's legend of legends, recently donated more than $15 million towards the development of a COVID-19 vaccine. And earlier this year, she made headlines with her crusade to entertain quarantined families during the pandemic. She also previously donated some 100 million books to kids in need in what has probably been the largest book donation ever made anywhere. Go Dolly Parton. That's where we leave it for this morning. Here's Graham with a final look at what's happening in sport.
A 167-run partnership between David Milan and Jos Buttler secured a 3-0 T20 series whitewash for England over South Africa in that third and final T20 that took place again at Newlands in Cape Town. Proteas won the toss and chose to bat first. Rassie van der Distance unbeaten 74 and Faf du Plessis 50 not out, helping South Africa to a very competitive 191 for 3. But the visitors reached their target with 14 balls to spare. That is, David Milan smashed 99 not out from just 47 deliveries. Now move to the ODI series between South Africa and England that kicks off on Friday. In motorsport, Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton will miss this weekend's Sakir Grand Prix in Bahrain after testing positive for COVID-19. The 35-year-old Mercedes driver woke up with mild symptoms on Monday and will now remain in isolation. This will be the first race, in fact, that Hamilton has missed since his Formula One debut back in 2007. Britain, of course, won the first race in Bahrain this last weekend. Then finally onto football. The penultimate round of UEFA Champions League group matches saw Liverpool beat Ajax 1-0 and Real Madrid suffering a second defeat at the hands of Ukrainian club Shakhtar Donetsk. That final score there, 2-0. In other results, Manchester City and Porto played out to a goalless draw, and a late Thomas Müller penalty earned Bayern Munich a 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid. That Champions League action continues this evening with a tough fixture for Man United. They are up against PSG. Then Barcelona, Juventus and Chelsea will also all be in action. That's where we leave our sporting headlines for this morning. Let's take another look at the weather.
Let's get into the second look at your stunning sunrise pictures. This time we keep it in the Eastern Cape. We start off with Suzette Kuhn, who shared this beautiful sunrise picture captured in one of the most popular surfing spots in the world, Jeffreys Bay. You will experience partly cloudy conditions with temperatures ranging from 12 degrees to 20 degrees. We rounded up with Lynn Rainsberg, who left me feeling so nostalgic and homesick with this beautiful and serene sunrise picture captured in Port Elizabeth. PE expects some showers as 56% chance of rain is forecast for today. Thank you so much for your sunrise pictures. Please continue to share them with us on our social media pages, and we would love to show them live on the show. And now, for once, there's good news concerning climate change. The Climate Action Tracker Group has looked at new climate promises from China and other nations, along with the carbon plans of U.S. President-elect Joe Biden, and suggests that the goals of the UN Paris Agreement are moving within reach. These commitments would mean the rise in world temperatures could be held to 2.1 degrees Celsius by the end of this century. Previous estimates indicated up to 3 degrees Celsius of heating, with disastrous impacts. The group says the creation in 2015 of the Paris Climate Agreement, which was designed to avoid dangerous warming of the Earth, made a considerable impact on countries' behavior. We bring it back home with the final look at the temperatures. Partly cloudy conditions for Polokwane, 1424. 58% chance of rain is forecast in Bombela. Pretoria, you will enjoy a mostly sunny day with temperatures peaking at 30 degrees, but do be on the lookout for some showers. Johannesburg, the sun is out to play at a maximum temperature of 28. Mahikeng, clear skies for you, 1733. A sunny day in Klerksdorp, 1533. A summer's day in Kimberley with a low of 13 and a high of 29. Bloemfontein, you start off your Wednesday with a low of 12 degrees, reaching a high of 29. Richards Bay, 59% chance of rain is forecast for this Wednesday. A cloudy day in Pietermaritzburg at 11:20. Durban, 17:23. Mthatha, 10 is the minimum for the day, and an afternoon temperature of 22 degrees. East London, 13:21. Cradock, partly cloudy conditions at a low of 7, reaching a high of 24 degrees. Port Elizabeth, 13:20, with some showers forecast in the afternoon. George, 10:18. Cape Town, the mother city, it's a sunny day. Your maximum is 22 degrees. Worcester, 8:27. Sutherland starts off the day with a low of 6 degrees, reaching a high of 23 degrees. And Uppington coming through yet again with the highest temperature in the country, and that is 33 degrees. This was your final look at your stunning sunrise pictures and the weather forecast for the day. Please continue to share them on our social media platforms. But for now, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day. And hey, who's in studio right now?
Listen, we did promise that we have some amazing guests in studio today. Mark Fitzgibbon, everybody! Social media personality coming through. Yes, how are you?
Oh, it sounds so smooth when you say it like that, eh?
Who uses
smooth. That's how we do it. We go like this.
Is it like that?
Like that.
Like
Here
that.
we go. Okay.
Well, he is joining us in studio to share his smooth and what is not smooth.
Well, at the moment, these socks are really pulling my leg hairs. I forgot to shave this morning, but you can't see it on the... Don't zoom in. Oh, they're zooming. They're zooming. Yeah, just going to share some smooth and not smooth moments with you this morning.
Okay, well, that is coming up shortly, so stay tuned. Smooth.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're with your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso. And these past few weeks, we have dived deep into understanding the importance of the immune system and how we can build and maintain a strong and healthy one. This morning, we chat to Adcock Ingram OTC Commercial Channel Manager Chris Brassel on what makes Immuenza a suitable supplement to boost your immune system. And we'll also chat a bit more about the exciting competition we've been going on about for the last couple of weeks. Well, by now, I'm sure we all know what the immune system is and why it's so important. But what exactly is Immuenza and why should we use it to support our immune system?
Immuenza is a product that actually protects your immune system. It offers immune support. It contains active ingredients which activate the entire immune system and may assist in maintaining good health.
And what exactly does it contain that really helps it to support the immune system?
The ingredients in Immuenza are something called beta-glucans 1.3 and 1.6. These are found abundantly in cell wall membranes as well as in oats, barley and seaweed. And they actually activate your entire immune system and can protect your body from infections such as an upper respiratory tract infection, which are quite common.
So now I've got my Immuenza. How should I be taking it and where can other people find it?
Immuenza should be taken a simple once-a-day dosage, 1 tablet dissolved in a glass of water. It's very easy to find. You can purchase it from your local independent pharmacy as well as Clicks and Discount stores. It's available without a prescription and you just go ask your pharmacist where you can find it on shelf.
Well, let's chat a bit more about the weekly competition that we have been running. It's such an exciting one, and I've seen so many entries that have come through with so much excitement from our viewers. It is the final week of the competition. We've had really amazing responses. I'm sure you've seen those as well. What was the inspiration behind this competition?
I was really excited with this one. So it came about because, as I've mentioned, protection. And I wanted to show that you can do exciting things, you can do great things, but you do need some form of protection. Hence, we came up with the wonderful prizes we have on offer, such as shark cage diving. I mean, you couldn't just go and dive with sharks without a cage, right?
No, you couldn't. You couldn't.
Wild.
No.
Skydiving, you need the parachute. And even such a thing as a spa day where you have that relaxing, that pampering, that attention to keep your mind and body functioning in a good state. So we, that together with driving courses, advanced driving, cooking, healthy cooking for your family, looking after their heart health. We wanted to highlight the fact that you can do all wonderful things as long as you have got some form of protection, and we're talking Immuenza in this case.
Well, you have gone all out with this competition, but equally so, you have gone all out with this product, Immuenza. I've seen how it has changed my life personally and how I'm able to manage my day-to-day and support my immune system. And it's good to know that everybody can access it out there. The accessibility is absolutely fantastic. Chris, you are great. Thank you very much for chatting to us this morning.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, well, it is the final week of the competition. The entries closed last night at midnight. Did you enter? If you didn't, sorry. But we hope that you all did get your answers in on time. Tune in on Friday, where we will reveal the final winner of the Immuenza Experience competition right here on Expresso.
Yeah, and you're still locked in, of course, and it's time to make one of our viewers a lucky winner. I hope you're ready.
Get your 100% goodness with Crush. Scratch and stand the chance to win hundreds of goodness prizes for 100 days with hashtag Crush100.
Made with love by Clover.
I hope you're ready, because you know what? We love cooking, but what we love even more is 100% nifty kitchen appliances. And today, on this glorious Wednesday, we are giving away two fantastic kitchen tools in our Crush 100% Goodness competition. So are you ready to see who it is? Now, starting off straight into it, the winner of the Tefl appliance is, can I get a drum roll? Congratulations!
Yeah, well done, sister.
Let's get your picture on our leaderboard.
Nice, our wall of heroes.
Our beautiful assistant over there doing such a fine job. But of course, as promised to you, we've got another winner. And up next, one lucky viewer will be walking away with a NutriBullet Veggie Bullet. And one more drum roll for good times. Drum roll! Congratulations to Yes! One more beautiful face going on that leaderboard. Now, of course, the kitchening has just become that much easier. And if you're not sure how to enter, then take a look at how easy this is.
Are you ready to stand a chance to win 100% goodness prizes with Crush, such as Nutri-Bullets, Veggie Bullets, Tefal kitchen appliances, bar fridges, skincare products, fitness products, and vouchers? 100% you are. 100% goodness winners will be announced daily on Expresso from Monday to Friday from September through December. To enter, buy Crush promo packs. See the back of the label to scratch, and if you find a unique code, dial the USSD number on the pack to stand a chance to win immediate prizes or go into the grand prize draw. If you do not find a unique code, keep buying Crush to find the hidden codes. Crush is 100% fruity, fresh, tasty, and refreshing.
Made with love by Clover.
I'm still crushing out here at all those windows with a big smile on my face, and I know they do have one too. Now, do you feel like something fresh and tasty for lunch or even dinner? Well, we got you covered with Crush 100% goodness apple chicken salad. And myself and G are going to shake and bake and show you how it's done.
Yeah, we're going to try and piece this one together, man. Yeah, man, this looks great. I've never made this before, so I'm quite excited to see how all these flavors are going to combine. Freshness.
Fresh flavors, and there's a lot of them.
Maximum freshness. So I understand. So you're going to start here with our 100% goodness, and you're going to create kind of the cooking sauce that I'm going to reduce with the chicken. So,
and it's a healthy, reduced sauce. It's not heavy, it's light, it's fresh, and obviously using that hero ingredient. And this is what you're going to need, G, to take over your beautiful step.
And it looks like we're using the red meat of the chicken here, which I think is a bit more flavorful as well. But I think that the apple is going to complement that flavor profile really well. So
I think it's also going to add, because you've got that citrusy vibe and the freshness which you mentioned now. So what I've done is I put 250 mils of our hero apple crush in there. We've got some lemon juice and some ginger, which I've just chucked in.
Nice.
And then some coriander. I know you're not a massive fan of coriander. Gee.
I'll take it for the team, bro.
I'm not a fan either. So we're in this together. So let's be a little bit subtle.
Yeah, exactly. And you can, of course, choose to omit the coriander altogether. I didn't realize there's like a Facebook support group
we
for
should
people who don't dig it. No, it's there, man. Clearly, we are not alone, brother. Don't feel bad. We are not alone.
So literally, before we could even finish our conversation, G, it's done. And swirl it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Booyah. And my man, I've got you rolling over to step 2. There you have it.
That looks good.
Yeah, smell that fresh
citrus. Fresh. This is going to
power,
man. I love it. So I've got
what are you doing?
So we've got our deboned. We're using the red, the darker meat chicken, which I think is a bit more flavorful.
Flavorful, and also I find it to be a lot more tender. This is going to be good already.
So just going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper there. And just get that mixed all the way through. And then I'm going to start our reduction here. Wow, look at that. This is going to be kind of like a sweet and spicy vibe with the amount of ginger in there. I think that's a fantastic idea.
It's really cool also that we're not using like oil to cook with, which is something that people would often do and just chuck in oil in the pan. I got you for you. So this is a nice, healthy alternative to...
We'll let this heat up, and I think this whole thing is kind of fresh and it's got lovely texture. I think this is the ideal summer salad. It's quite light. I see we've added a little bit of avo into our final amount there. Okay, let's get this going here. I think we've only got about a minute left here. So I'm going to put the chicken in there and let this cook through and let those reduce, and it's going to caramelize beautifully all on the outside. And then I've also got a bit of soy sauce in here as well, just to add a bit more umami.
Umami, that's going to obviously bring that balance back, because so far we just got a lot of citrusy, lemony flavors, so it's balancing it out. That's a perfect combo there.
And because we've kind of, these have been filleted nicely, it's not massive chunks of chicken, so it's going to cook through quite nicely. But I think what you really want to do is let that sauce reduce as much as possible, so it forms a beautiful caramelized kind of... so while that's going, I don't know if you want to construct our salad here. I'll tell you what's going on there. So we've got some beautiful cucumber ribbons.
All right.
I absolutely adore cucumber.
I feel pressured here because Nicole's watching with a keen eye on her plate decor.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the plating. We've got some red onion, which is going to be nice and sweet and crunchy. We've got a little bit of mint, which is also a beautiful flavor profile and fresh and lovely. Got some more coriander there.
Coriander. We can go light on the coriander, just on the side.
Beautiful. Okay, this is starting to... Oh, and that The smell of that ginger cooking through. This has almost got a bit of an oriental kind of flavor profile in it as well, which I'm adoring. So we've got some actual kind of lemon segments in there, and then you can dust it with a little bit of chili once it's done. And these will take a few more minutes to cook through, but you can see it's starting to caramelize immediately. And I think this is going to be my go-to summer salad, man.
I'm checking that out already, G, and it's already starting to crisp and caramelize slightly. It's looking like that tenderness is going to be coming through.
Trying to waft the scent across you, because that is beautiful, man. That is beautiful.
And of course, I think adding that to this just delightfully bright and colorful plate, I think is going to be the perfect combo to this and the freshest way to kickstart this meal. Oh, absolutely loving it, G. Well done. Well, guys, of course, if you are looking for some inspiration and how we got this done, check out the recap on this one.
Made with love by Clover. Oh, you can make my day.
New Sensodyne Herbal Multicare. Sensitivity relief with natural herbal extracts.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back, all you gorgeous people, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You're still living your best life here with us. And of course, we're in that summer mood of late, and nothing is smoother than that summer feeling with the Tropica in hand, like Kutla's doing over here, living her best life.
I just had to, right? We have to.
And of course, we have internet personality Mark Fitzgibbon here today to give us his smooth and not so smooth summer moments. So good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, and I do appreciate the metal straw, conservation, 100%. Marine biology, all of the things, and doing it right. Very smooth of you. Very smooth.
We're all here for all things smooth, and that one is yours, actually. I'm not sure if you saw at the bottom, it has your initials. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, my goodness. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Mark, I was saying to Jamie earlier that I know you're from UCT Radio, and I'm sure you don't remember because that was back in 2014. And so
2013, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a second, but you're doing your master's now in marine biology, which is so smooth, right?
Very smooth. I mean, it's been a moment. This year's been quite tough, but, you know, we push through and we persevere.
100%.
What can I say?
And just on that master's biology degree, what are you trying to push with it?
So I've always been very keen on conservation, ocean conservation, any sort of conservation. And yes, I do enjoy the entertainment industry, but that's always been my first love, you know. Saving the planet. So that's what I want to get out of it.
Of course, a lot of people know you for your social media content, your YouTube videos, just putting it out there. And like you said, this has been such a difficult year for so many people. How did you navigate your way through it? And how have you just encouraged your followers to be smooth and just, you know, put everything in place and be inspired because of COVID?
Yeah, so basically time management is something that I learned this year. Patience, just taking everything one step at a time, remembering to breathe and just staying calm in this very uncertain time. And then just keep on pushing, keep on hustling at whatever you do, no matter how small it may seem, just, you know, keep on doing you.
100%. Keep on doing you, and that's exactly why you're here, because we try to do us the summer. No, we just entered December.
Yes.
Kuzawuba mnandi. December.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
What's your smooth summer list?
So, of course, doing marine biology, I love the water. So that's my kind of biggest excitement about summer, is being able to go into the water and not freezing. And it's just that whole vibe of, you know, sitting on the beach, having some sundowners. You know, I know it's the morning now, but I do enjoy a cocktail.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's somewhere. So
now we have our Tropica. What do you mean?
We do, you know. Yeah, no. That's smooth. There's nothing smoother than a Tropica, but some things do get close.
Yes.
Like just, the thing that I love about in summer is that the days are longer, so you can do more in your day. And I know that we can't do as many things as we did last year, but you know what? We can make things happen. You know, we can make a plan. Let's make a plan. Let's make a plan. So, you know, just chilling in the yard even, chilling. I love a yard jewel. That's smooth.
Show everyone at home the smooth dance.
The smooth thing we were doing. Oh, now my legs are showing. I'm not a chicken, I promise. Oh, there goes the camera and zooms. Okay. The smooth move is this one. For the summer. You go like that. And that's first rough, and then you smooth it.
Okay, so rough and then smooth.
Okay, wait. We need to try it with him.
Okay, you can try it. I'm the
1,
2, 3. Hi.
We got it. We can start it.
There we go. We're going to make a TikTok dance later. Okay.
But then, of course, there's the other side to it, the not smooth part of summer. What is on the list for not smooth?
There's always things that are like opposite. Not a lot in summer, but I'm sure you know it. There's some insects that come and jaw with us. In summer, those Christmas beetles. Last night, it comes December, one flies directly into my face. I don't understand how they work. I'm a biologist, but I still don't understand why they are even here. So don't like an insect. Love a shark. I swim with them. I literally, that's part of my job.
You like a shark, but you don't like an insect.
Yes, I feed sharks, but an insect, give a mosquito, me out the door.
You are the...
hate it.
You are the funniest. Thank you so much, Mark, for sharing your smooth moments with us this morning. And of course, you at home, remember, you too can live a smooth summer life with Tropica and win some awesome prizes. Take a look at this.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy any Tropica promotional pack, flip the cap, and if you find smooth, follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning smooth instant prizes with Tropica, such as headphones, mobile phones, travel start vouchers, police watches, sunglasses, and more. Plus, stand a chance of going into the draw to win weekly grand prizes live on Expresso every Friday by flipping a cap. TVs, washing machines, and microwaves up for grabs. The more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances to win. Go on and find your smooth. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Well, it's time to talk movies with JP Sebastian on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And we're going to start off with some interesting ones. I feel like every week you bring some unique movies to the forefront, and often documentary styles. And I feel like that's, again, the case today.
It's just, I usually want to talk about documentaries so much because, shame, they don't get the light of day that like superhero movies do and whatever. And all I'm trying to do a lot of the time, South Africa, is bring you, these are some of the more recent, more fresh trailers that I believe you deserve to see because the stories are interesting, spellbinding, intriguing, and this is just the way I felt about these three movies I want to talk about.
Okay, so let's start off with the first one. It is called My Psychedelic Love Story.
So you can tell already that there's going to be all sorts of twists, and yes, it is messed up, it is a trip. And that's, most of the good reason behind that is because of the director, Errol Morris, who previously won an Oscar for The Fog of War. I can't remember which year that was, but he's an exquisite documentarian. This, he unpacks with a lady named Joanna Harcourt-Smith the story of Tim Leary. Now, Tim Leary was the guru, the evangelist of the LSD movement in the United States, hippiedom and counterculture and all that kind of stuff. He was a Harvard psychology professor, and he was interested in the applications of acid, the drug, to curing people with psychiatric disorders and stuff like that. Harvard decided they don't want any part of his sort of dangerous experiments and whatever, and he went on the run, whether from Woodstock to all across Europe, where he met Joanna Harcourt-Smith, and they fell in love and had a romance while he was on the run from the police. So the two of them took, like bandits, basically like Bonnie and Clyde, all over the world, escaping the authorities, the powers that be, while they were spreading this drug and this, you know, this LSD that we even heard the Beatles singing about, who were fans of Tim Leary and all that kind of stuff, all over the world. Not realizing, as this trailer slowly reveals to you, that they were possibly just puppets having the strings pulled by the powers that be, by the CIA.
Yeah, they were like a bigger puppet, and you get that in the trailer already. So I said to JP when I looked at the trailer, I feel like this is the type of like movie/documentary that you watch, and it's like just twist after twist at the end.
And it ropes you, I swear. If you have not seen, and you all should, it felt like no one saw Errol Morris's last series. It was from 2018 called Wormwood. You need to see it. I know it's on your list that I've given you, like, of like 50 things that I've told you to watch already, but Zoe's lazy.
Not lazy, my concentration span is short.
She gets all sorts of recommendations from millions of people, no doubt. But Wormwood it's the kind of thing where it's a documentary that's not just a checkbox and a list and a black and white, these are the facts, this is who said what. It also ropes you in and induces in you a sense of anxiety and paranoia, like, oh my goodness, am I part of some sort of network, some plot of a larger conspiracy and whatever? So if you love that conspiracy type thing, I know people are into these cult series, Making a Murderer type things as well, these true life true crime type things, then definitely My Psychedelic Love Story is by a fantastic documentarian, and I cannot wait for it. No date in the essay just yet, but we might get it with doc festivals, etc., etc.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next one, which I think you might really, really enjoy, the humorous one of Some Kind of Heaven, where it takes a sneak peek into a luxurious retirement village.
This is a strange culture that I don't think will ever be part of my life. I think I'll just be a grumpy old fart for the rest of it. But
I love how the trailer starts off and there's like 3 ladies named Elaine.
There's an Elaine club in this retirement village, and they're all quite pleased to be in each other's company. It's very lush, and from these shots you can, it looks really beautifully lensed. Everything looks postcard perfect, but there's always something just under the surface. Speaking of conspiracies, speaking of like twists in between and all that kind of stuff, just working behind the scenes. So one of the retirees says she immediately, with all this fanfare, and especially in the culture that we're in, this kind of documentary is important, of you must enjoy yourself, go do the Pilates, go do the synchronized swimming, go do the esoteric martial arts and whatever, that there's still a discontent. And it's pretty crazy that after all those years on Earth, you think that you would have resolved a lot of things. No, the social pressures persist. All the designs of you have to be happy and part of the club persist. And so the documentary, while being humorous at times, look at this beautiful shot. A man doing, like I said, some strange esoteric martial art against a thunderstorm. Amazing how they achieve some of these things. While it plays out pretty humorously, you know that there's something working against them possibly underneath the surface. True story, by the way, a documentary, so yeah.
Interesting. My dad always has this theory, the more the world changes, the more it stays the same. And I feel it's so applicable to this. Like, as they get older and age, their youthfulness just comes throughout this trailer.
A restlessness, almost. Yes. There's one guy who's nabbed for possession of cocaine, and he's like Opa age. And he wants to be a rock star until the last day. So, yeah, it might be an interesting lens also for us, even as younger people, to be like, like you said, do things even change? And are we actually wrestling with the things that make us sort of discontented and want to be children for the rest of our lives?
Was age
some
just
kind of
in
heaven
the
looks beautiful.
mind?
Swear to you, this one might be the one that wins the Oscar for documentary.
Okay, interesting. Let's look at the last one. This one really pulled at the heartstrings, and it's all about bringing two men together through music and memories. It's called Saul and Ruby's Holocaust Survivor Band.
Yeah, I really don't think I need to tell you how much of a tearjerker this is going to be, just from the title. But there is Saul Dreyer, who is a Holocaust survivor, and he's got so much zhuzh to him. I don't know the Yiddish word, I really should. Chutzpah, there we go, that's the word. He's such a sweet, lovable, cute thing, and he says, you know, my wife, she said I was crazy when I said I wanted to start a band. And then my rabbi, he told me I was crazy, and then I knew I had to do it because two people told me I'm crazy. So it looks really hilarious, really sweet, and then holy poop word. I can't even think of like a horrible enough curse word to say how much this hit me in the feels. I started crying watching this trailer because these people are trying to still find meaning in their lives, significance, even in the twilight of the years, to spread a message of hope, of humanity through the power of music. And still, even in your old age, you can still be dealing with, as the trailer reveals, the traumas of the unsettled, of these things we need to have discussions about, stuff like genocide, the Holocaust, and the suffering of millions of people all over the world. These old men, railing against all the sort of like nihilism and the pessimism, want to use something positive to say we can fight racism, we can fight anti-Semitism, and we can spark joy and hope in people's lives.
Yeah, and I think it's also a nice reminder just to know that we will get through this. No matter what, we will get through it.
So long as you learn an instrument. What can you play? Let's start a band right now.
I can play the piano. Well, JP, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and make sure you check out the trailers for My Psychedelic Love Story, Some Kind of Heaven, at what we discussed, and this last one, Saul and Ruby's Holocaust Survivor Band, and give us your trailer review, and you could be sharing your thoughts live on the show with JP Sebastian. And don't forget to tag us, and tag that hashtag to use is Expresso Movies.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still locked into your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Now, if one person in Mzansi Africa can break the internet, then it has to be none other than our beloved Somizi Somgaga. South Africans knocked the pre-sale orders for media personality Somizi Mhlongo's new cookbook, Dinner at Somizi's I Am Not a Chef, out the park, and it's finally on bookstore shelves right now.
And we are ready to receive it. Now, the star who can now add cookbook author to his long list of accomplishments is joining us now via video call to share more about his latest in a long line of achievements. Somizi Somgaga, welcome to the show.
Sani Bonani, Goeiemorgen, good morning, lo, bonjour, konnichiwa,
yes,
eitara.
Alice.
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to say rest. Friend, you've been doing the most. How does it even feel knowing that the fans were so ready for you to release this cookbook?
It feels so good, so good. I'm glad that I always make my dreams come true and stick to my words by having a vision and having a goal, jotting it down on my vision board, and then it coming to fruition. It is super fulfilling and amazing.
I can imagine. I mean, your show Dinner at Somizi's has been an absolute fan favorite. Why do you think that a lot of people resonate with the show so much?
I think it's different from any other show that I've seen as well, because I watch a lot of cook shows, and also people can relate because I allow myself to make mistakes in the show. And when we shoot, I always tell them, if I burn food, don't edit it out, because I want people to be comfortable, because people are scared of the kitchen. With me, I make it a very welcoming area because it's your kitchen. So do as you want. Be comfortable in your own kitchen. So I think people can resonate with that, and they love the authenticity about the show and myself.
And one thing that a lot of people also truly love is what you bring out to the icons that you invite into your homes. Usia Kolisi was there, Uringo Madlingozi. Like, what? And just getting to experience them, how is that like for you?
It's simple. And the rule, when we started the show, I explained to them that I don't want to have a guest that I haven't met, one, or a guest that I don't have a relationship with outside entertainment. So I want it to be as natural and as organic and as authentic as possible. I don't want to Google questions or their history and stuff like that. I want to talk to someone that I would normally, without cameras, host in my own home. So when I'm with Sia off camera, he's this crazy guy who's full of jokes, and a lot of people think of him as in die blow van onze serious and on the World Cup on No, Sia is crazy, is fun, is quirky, is goofy, and that's what I want with my guests. Rebecca is a hallelujah in the name of but with me, she's just a sister and a friend that I've known for years. So some people say, but what happens if you go to season 2, season 3, season 4, you're gonna run out of guests? No. I've lived 800 years on this earth, and I've met 80,000 people, and I will never run out of guests that I've met.
Love it.
But honestly, it's the realness for me, because people crave this, people want to see this, people want to see unedited, people want to see the flaws that you bring to the show. But how did this entire crazy idea come about, you know, from the concept of on-screen to the page? What did it take to put this entire cookbook together?
Sure, it took a lot of money. And it took a lot of work. I thought making a cookbook is just cooking, putting it on the plate, and taking your phone and like Instagram, and that's it. No. There's everything, like a huge team. And with me, what's worse was that I wanted to be hands-on. I personally cooked every single dish because I don't want it to look like somebody else's touch. I want people to taste and feel me. And it put a lot of pressure on me, but I was glad that I was hands-on, because everything that you see is exactly how Somizi would want it.
I love it. And recently you enjoyed a fabulous launch event, last Thursday, to be specific, where the theme was as colorful as your favorite dish. What a cool theme. What did it mean to release this book to the public while also sharing your favorite dishes with some of your favorite people?
Sure, it's such a fulfilling feeling for people to finally experience and experiment with everything that I do at home. But more than anything, I tasted my food for the first time being made by somebody else, and that also put a stamp, and it uplifted my confidence in knowing that actually my book is great because the food was amazing. And that also inspired me to open a restaurant, which I'm doing next year in June.
Oh my gosh! Can we please be on the PR list as well when you do open so that we can come? But we'll also support you because, I mean, whatever you touch is gold and we were always there for you. Yeah.
Season 2 of Dinner. So
thank you.
You said it's coming. An open restaurant. Your reality show is still coming. Music.
Manifest.
I've just released a single with Judith Sipuma, a Christmas special. You can get it on iTunes and all music platforms. And also, Vusi Nova has featured me in a song that I did way back called Intandane. So we're dedicating it to our mothers, and which anyone can dedicate it to their mothers, whether alive or passed on. And that is coming out next week Friday.
December vibes coming through. But I want to bring it back, you know, to, you spoke about it now, your mother. We know that your mother, Mary, would have loved to share this milestone moment with you. Her last on-screen role in This Is Not a Burial, It's a Resurrection is about to reach theatrical release. What would you like to share about your thoughts on your mother's last entry into her very impressive legacy?
So I got a call from the producer to say, come to the screening last week on the 27th, and I sent her a voice note, and as I was sending her a voice note, I was actually choking to say, I am not ready to watch my mother. I am not ready at all to watch her. And people must never be surprised at how I do it. I was born in entertainment royalty, and my mother's work ethic was equal to none. And now I look at her and I'm like, damn, this woman, she didn't die. She absolutely multiplied. And to realize that she is quarter to receiving an Oscar, I am like, she actually deserves to be there. At some point, I think she knew that this was her last movie because she gave it all and she left with a bang.
Inhliziyo yami, it's overflowing with joy because you have just shared so much of your life with us, and it's something that we find inspiration from because you are very open about your journey in the entertainment industry, and for everything to come into fruition the way that it's happening. Congratulations.
Thank you. And the book is now available at all the CNA stores across the country and beyond the borders.
Can I just say, Somizi, I love the way that you cook, because you cook like my mom. Mama, how many milliliters of this?
Throw it all in there. Throw it all in there. Somizi, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us this morning. As always, you're amazing, and kudos, and keep manifesting. We are here for it. We are receiving everything that you're putting out there. So thank you again.
Yes.
Oh, man, lovely stuff, guys. While we imagine what Christmas is going to look like in Somizi's home, it's time for you to imagine what it could be like in yours. Christmas couldn't be Christmas without luscious mince pies, and we are leveling up delicious, sweet and fruity mince encased in that crumbly short crust pastry. Yum! So up next, our chef extraordinaire, Chef Clem, shows us how to serve them up in an extra special way with coconutty white chocolate bark. Wow. Dude, this must have come to you in a dream.
You know what? I can't even take credit for this. This is all Woolies.
Oh.
When I was growing up, I didn't like mince pies.
What's
I
wrong
did
with
not
you,
have
man?
the right one.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Well, we were limited back in the day, but we ain't limited anymore. So what are we making here, bro?
Let's first talk about the selection of mince pies that we have here today, because then I'm going to decide what I'm going to use afterwards.
It's crazy, man.
Okay. These are delicious. These are so good, okay? The pastry is so buttery and amazing. It just like falls apart. It's insane. Okay, so we've got the pecan fruit mince pies, the Clement Gold mince pies, and the frangipane mince pies. They're so good. These are very special. If you don't really like mince pies, you need to try this. These, okay, you know what I'm gonna actually do? I'm gonna ask my friend upstairs to play some very special music, and can you just read the description of what's inside there? Because these are amazing. In your best voiceover, great, like you just do it.
Delicious buttery chocolate short crust pastry filled with layers of our creamy spiced fruit mincemeat, creamy caramel, and dark chocolate ganache. Have you got a big man coming over for
Don't you know?
We got a big man, and he's jolly. He's jolly. He's very, very jolly.
Can we please get Graham a hand for that? That was amazing. That was amazing. You basically described me.
I thought I was describing you. Was I supposed to be describing the mince pies? I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay, but in case you missed that, these are delicious. It's got a caramel filling
special, eh?
and it's got a ganache. These are beyond special. They're absolutely amazing. They're so official, they call me by my full first name. That's how official they are. And talking about my full first name, the Clement Gold mince pies.
Oh, look at you. Clement Gold, that would be a wrestling name.
Wow. Okay, let's start with the recipe, because actually we're supposed to cook.
Okay, so give me some bark.
What I've done is I've melted some white chocolate over a double boiler, which is just a bowl over a pot of just simmering water. When you do that, get a cloth and just wipe the bottom, because chocolate and water don't really mix. They don't like each other.
Perfect.
Cool. All you're gonna do, get that chocolate on there.
How luxurious does that look, man?
Oh, it's so decadent. And it's the festive season, you're allowed to be. Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna pass this to you. Can you just chop those up so long while I get busy with...
Chop them up.
You wanna pass? You wanna bash them?
Can I bash them?
We can do whatever we like. No, wait. Maybe take them out the packet first.
Then they're gonna fly everywhere. Okay.
It's gonna be exciting. Okay, while you're busy with the nuts, I've got some shaved coconut pieces. Coconut and white chocolate are best friends. That's gonna go down on there. You could also toast your coconut if you like. That'll bring out more flavor. Or you're just chopping it.
I'm chopping it, yeah. Now I'm giving it a... This actually works quite well, actually.
I'm gonna try and get my hands in there without getting... no, I won't. I'll wait for you.
Yeah, I'll keep a finger. Okay, and you can find this beautiful recipe. Go for it at taste.co.za. As Chef said, this came to a dream and someone in the Woolies team, I think.
Oh, the Woolies team came through. Okay, once you set this in the fridge, you see the coconut sets up, the almonds stay in there. So you make sure you create this amazing bark. I'm gonna go for these beautiful millionaire, beautiful mince pies. All you gotta do is play it up. Have this as like an after-dinner treat. Have this as a pre-breakfast treat. Have this as a post-breakfast treat. Just have it.
But no, this is great because a lot of people don't like mince pies. Crazy as that sounds. So it's great to have an alternative, something that still gives you the Christmas feels, I think, hey?
Yes.
Beautiful, man. Be
simpler. I mean, this is a beautiful platter, and you're done for Christmas for your dessert table. These are
that looks beautiful,
so good.
Man.
Thank you. How's the plate, though?
Idea. Gorgeous, man.
All right. Oh, it couldn't be easier. It's done. It's done.
We just need to put you in a Christmas hat. Hey, and a lovely
coming next week.
Jolly jumper. Buddy, you've outdone yourself. This is amazing. You can find it at taste.co.za if you want to get all of this Christmas goodness and take your Christmas pie game to a whole new level. Spectacular. Well done. Sure.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Whoever you are, whatever you need, you'll find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
Oh,
Welcome back at your feel-good breakfast show. Now, summer is clearly here, and we're putting the crazy stores inflatables to the test. Now, not only are these cool, super important and epic inflatables keeping you floating in style at the beach or in the pool this festive season, but this morning, they're going to be used on land, and that's in our studio for our crazy inflatable obstacle course challenge. Yes! And I've clearly traded in my reindeer for one of these RCs over here, and the games are about to continue. So you might be asking, what exactly is the challenge at hand? Well, they have to complete the obstacle course wearing, wait for it, an inflatable swim ring around their waist. And now Christmas, of course, is about to get crazy, folks. So, contestants, are you ready? Santa Claus is in the building. Ladies, the rules are simple.
Okay.
One at a time, you've got to see who's the first one to get 3 balls in your opponent's cup.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
3?
I must say,
yes.
I love the diet that Santa's on. Looking fantastic.
Santa's on a summer challenge. Let's go, baby. Zoe, you up first.
Oh, okay.
3,
100%,
2,
go for it.
1. Let's get crazy. Ooh,
There we go.
nice and close there from Zoe. Quickly Adams up.
Oh,
just on the rim.
Oh, Zoe.
Focus, girls. Focus,
Oh,
focus.
no.
Oh, so close. Come on, ladies, we're still looking for that elusive number 1.
Oh my gosh,
one.
my aim is messed up.
Woo.
Oh!
Yes, we got 1 for Zoe.
It's juicy here,
Drink up.
right?
You got to do it. Lovely stuff.
Just
All
in
right,
case.
1-0 to Zoe. You're almost there. You got 2 more left, Zoe. Keep going, keep going. Kukle, you next.
Okay, it's my turn.
Oh,
That's
so
literally
close.
Oh, no!
Getting there. Oh, we got 2 for Zoe. We got
Really?
0 for Kukle Adams. Come on, girl, get in the game. All right, Kukle, you're up
cool.
next. It's your throw.
Okay, maybe
Come
it's
back.
my posture.
This is that comeback. Keep
Go
your
for
core
it.
engaged.
Okay.
You got this.
Oh, no!
Inches,
Okay.
inches, inches.
Almost.
Zoe's
so
got
Zoe's
1 more.
1 point
Zoe's
away
got
from
1
getting
point
number
away
3.
from claiming this game. Kukle, you are 3 points behind. Still looking for 1. Oh, we've got a winner! Yes! Zoe takes the first round, ladies and gentlemen. But that's not all. We're moving over. Ladies, the game is not done. Let's move over to our next challenge. This one is really fun. It's really cool. We're going to get a groove. We're going to get a vibe going. And what you have to do, wait for it. Let me present you with your tools of the challenge. I give thee the coolest guitar you've ever seen in your life. And we are about to do some air guitar challenges. You've got 30 seconds to deliver to the rest of Mzansi the greatest air guitar challenge. DJ, can I get some tunes in 3, 2, 1, air guitar! Yeah. Zoe's coming in with the rock tunes. Kukle Adams here with a little bit of skill here on the guitar. I'm loving these moves, ladies. Yes, keep going. You got 15 seconds left. Zoe coming in for the final kill, strumming those strings. Kukle Adams bringing in the booty. Yeah. You guys that don't be watching now, make sure you tuned in, and of course, let us know who you think's the winner between these two. We air guitar challenging it up here, and ladies are dominating. I don't know who the winner is. I am gonna go with it can only be the one and only Kukle Adams. Absolute originality.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, ladies, we've got 1 more challenge coming up now, all right?
This is the deal breaker.
It's 1-1. This is the deal breaker. Zoe, you cleaned up in the ping pong challenge. Your throw has been on form all day. Your creativity over there, I cannot fault it at all. That was just beautiful stuff. But this is the real test. We're getting into festive. We're doing it right, and you guys have 1 minute, only 1 minute to do the following. Step over here with me. The next minute of your time, ladies and gentlemen, you need to perform the following. You need to make sure that you wrap this beautiful water park inflatable gift. It's the perfect summer entertainment box that you are wanting to deliver to all your kids, and you have 1 minute to wrap this up. Help me, Santa, by getting it under my Christmas tree so I can deliver joy to the rest of the kids in Mzansi. You ladies ready? 1 minute. Your clock starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's get wrapping! All right, let's see the strategies first. So Zoe's going with the sellotape here. Kukle is getting straight into the business. I see she's going straight for the wrapping. Already on the cut. Zoe has just come to the party. Just a reminder quickly, we did give you scissors. You don't have to rip it. I am going to be looking at some marks here for the overall presentation as well. And it looks like the stress is getting to the ladies now. They've just gotten into the first fold of their challenge. We've got 30 seconds left, ladies. 30 seconds. Oh, Zoe's just caught up now. She's come through with a fold. Kukle Adams is throwing all reason behind and just going for the wrap. She doesn't care what it looks like. You got to get to that tree. You got to get to the tree. Ladies, yeah! Zoe, are you done? You got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away, step away, step away. We got it, we got it. All right, guys.
Listen, I was aiming for meat and then Kukle just went for the kill. She put me under pressure.
You know there was scissors in the...
No, listen, that's exactly what I used. But I saw Zoe ripping it apart. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm going down without a fight. You disqualified, by the way, because the 1 minute is over, Zoe. Thank you very much.
No.
Wow. Okay,
this is
so,
fully wrapped and this
what I'm going to do
has
is
been hanging.
I'm going to show the rest of them, Zanzi, the best side. So Zoe's got a good side. Let me... there we go. There's a good side there.
Can I just say, Santa wraps my gift like that, I would question a lot of things.
You were clearly not a good person in 2020. Santa wasn't happy with both of you by the looks of it. But we need to find a winner. So, it was 1-1. It's a tiebreaker. This one was really important. Kukle, I've got to say, your timing was impeccable. But at the end of the day, Festive is all about happiness, and no one's going to be happy with this. So clearly, our winner for the day is Zoe Brown! Yeah!
Can we share the win?
You can.
Can we
so you'll
share the win?
You guys get...
You did it the quickest and
each other's prizes! All right, guys, so much Festive out here. Now, to find the best Christmas presents and the latest summer pool accessories, of course, you need to stop by your nearest Crazy store for affordable and, of course, crazy deals. Now, make sure to follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to learn all about their new and exciting festive items available this season. Now, let's be honest, guys, it wouldn't be the holidays without a giveaway. So tell us why you are the Crazy Store's biggest fan, and remember to include the hashtag #TheCrazyStoreChristmas, and you could stand your chance to win a festive hamper worth 1,000 Rand filled with these incredible Intex inflatable items like the ones we used this morning that are guaranteed to keep you floating into style this summer. Ladies.
I feel so bad, Zoe. I'm going to do it again for you.
It's okay.
Santa's not impressed. You go and get your wrapping skills on again, ladies. Come on.
Love it. My favorite Santa, but wow, the players in that game. I mean, let's just put it out.
Every one of your family members is now like, oh no, oh man.
I feel like you guys need to go into the shopping malls and offer your wrapping service.
We'll do it for free. We'll do it for free. Oh man, guys, thank you so much. It's been an awesome show. We'll see you again at 11:30 this morning. Yusuf Daniels steps in with his new release, Living Coloured. So it should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning to do it all over again. It is.
Is it already? Wow.
Yes, girl. It is, man. But we love you guys. Don't forget it. Have an amazing day. Adios. Mwah.
Clover celebrates spring with exciting giveaways. Look out for selected Clover products in store to stand a chance to win. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.
and just tell them